Okay, we're going to continue with our castle today.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's see, where's everyone? Okay, this is where we were at, yeah? Last week?
Yeah. Good morning, ma'am. Good
Good,
evening, ma'am.
good evening, good evening,
Good evening, ma'am.
good evening, everyone. All right, this is where we were last week. So today now we'll build on top of this. Okay, so now we're going to build different parts of the castle. Let me show you a picture of the castle that we're drawing. So you get an idea, just you don't have to imagine anything. This is the part we're drawing, right? We finished the red part and now we're going to draw all the white part, all these things. Okay, so now I just want to show this to you. Don't draw anything. I just want you to observe first what we're going to draw and how we're going to draw it. So we have already drawn some of this part. Now see how the rest of the castle rises up from that in different places. I'll show you all this as we draw. So you don't have to remember any of this. I just want you to observe, just see these things. The most important part of learning to draw is learning to see things. See, I'm just going to build these rectangles one on top of the other. And then some of the rectangles will have triangles on them. And then we'll fill in the details like last time. All right? I'm going to share this picture so you can remember all of these things.
So, miss, we're gonna paint the castle or do the final details?
We are going to first draw the whole castle and then we'll paint it. Okay?
Oh, this is just part of the castle.
Yes.
Oh, I'm coming
Ma'am,
back.
I
forgot my
didn't-
pencil.
Ma'am, I didn't trace the first part with the pen, so it's just pencil.
That's okay. We can do, I'm doing it in pen just so that you can see better. Because when I draw it with pencil, you hardly see anything. You can draw the whole thing only with pencil also and color it. That should also not be a problem. All right, now I'm going to make a few changes to the picture of the castle and make it more like a castle. So I'm going to make one rectangle just above here and put a triangle on this. Then I'm going to put one more rectangle above this. So it's about the same size as this. So this is the whole house. So the rectangle will be about so much. Straight above this. And then there's a triangle on top of that. And I think we can make it a slightly longish triangle, an isosceles triangle. And then on this side, slightly shorter than this rectangle, we have, oh no, slightly taller. We have one more turret like this. And on top of that, there is like a guard's turret over here, exactly like this. So a smaller rectangle. And wait, slightly taller. And then above this, one more. And then we just are going to keep drawing these rectangles. One more rectangle and another turret. And then another.
Yes, it's very light. I cannot see
triangle.
it. It's very light. I cannot
It
see
is very light. See, it is very light. So basically, I'm just drawing more rectangles on top. And then I'm going to draw some triangles on top. So I'm going to build the castle from bottom up. Now, even, excuse me, I'm running out of space. So I'm not going to draw the tallest part of the castle. We don't really need it. I'm just going to convert some of these shapes into the tall parts. Okay, now I'm going to start with this part here. I'm first going to ink this triangle and give it a double line like that. Straight on the sides and 2 triangles. Then from just behind over here, I'm going to draw 2 lines like that. And close them over here. And then bring 2 lines from inside that triangle over here. So I'm going to let a little bit stick out. And then I'm going to take this line down to wherever it can go. So it ends over here, but if your line is going inside over here, that's also fine. All our castles are going to look like they are, some things are similar, but all the proportions can be different. Hi Ragini, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad.
I was actually busy a few months.
But I'm glad you're back now. Very good. Okay, now underneath this, we are going to create something like this pattern. So
I can barely see, like, I'm not even done with the rectangles.
Oh, okay. I'll wait. Do you see it better now?
Yes,
Slightly
ma'am.
better? Okay. I'm going to remove some lines that are not applicable. Okay, have you made this triangle on the right? The turret over here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's start with that. In line with this, I'm going to draw another pair of lines like that. And then again, drop a similar line coming down. So both these will match. But one is short and the other one is going to go tall. And if you can, make these lines come a little closer inside. So if you've made a full rectangle, you can draw just above this, a little inside, draw a horizontal line. And I know these lines can be a little difficult. So if they come a little wonky, if they're not straight, if they're slightly wobbly, that's okay. That makes the castle look very interesting. Now we'll draw a second line here. And a little distance away, we'll draw a third line. Now here, we are going to make these shapes like, where have we made that? Oh, we haven't made it. Yeah, see, remember these kind of shapes? So we have to make 3 shapes. I want you to see this. I'm first going to make a leaf-like shape on the top. And then bring it down. And I have to make one exactly like that on one side. and on the other side. So even if it's not the same size, that's okay. Just something similar sized or similar shape will look nice. Now to make this look like this is a round space, look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to make another line from here, from the left on this side, and another line on the inside from here. So these look like they will make the building look like it's a round. And in the center, I'm going to make it just like that. These horizontal lines over here will all be one next to the other. Does this make it look like a little rounded shape?
And also tiny little cute windows.
Yeah. Everyone done? Now we have to just take this up a little bit. So the same distance from one side, I'm taking a short line up. I don't want to make it too tall. Though my rectangle has become very big, I'm going to make it a little short. And I'm going to build a turret on top. So this turret will have lines going sideways first, like that. So it's slowly going to increase in size. And then like this. And then very sweet roof they have. So extend the line a little to the side. Make it very steep. Sorry, a little shallow over here. And then first mark a point from the center up. And from this point now, just join the line down to either side. And now if you're comfortable, turn your book to the side and draw the line horizontally so that you don't have to draw it like that. Even I can't draw the line like that. And now we can draw more texture. So you draw one line that comes straight like this. Then you draw a line that comes a little sideways, but not as much as this. So this is going to look like a little witch's hat.
Miss, I'm not even done with the triangle.
That's okay. I'll wait after this is done. So it'll give you some time.
I see your trick, Miss. I see it. You just made a straight line and that's it. Straight, first on the top, and then a little curve at the bottom.
Yes.
In my drawing, the triangle is going out. Is that okay?
Ooh, okay. All right, no problem. Let it go. No, this has happened because I didn't tell you how much I'm extending the castle, right? Though we all started from the bottom, it's very possible that maybe you made this part very big. And that's why now, because you don't know how the final thing is going to look, it's only in my head. Some of your castle has gone up. That's okay. Doesn't matter. All right. Anyway, we're not going to do too much above this. Everything is below this now. The rest of it is all till about here. Safreen, are you done?
Yes, but miss, I don't have much space like
Okay, don't worry.
here.
Do you have space in between these two over here?
Yeah, a little.
All right. So now the rest of it is all just going to come over here. Now look at what I'm going to do. Just above these two, I'm going to draw 2 lines like that. And then from just above this or behind this, I am going to draw one more turret over here like that. So in line maybe, or just between this, you can have. And have one more line coming down this way. See, what I want you to notice is we are making this design with lots of different details, and that is what will make the design look very complicated. But it's just lines.
Miss, there
Yeah,
will be a third part, or this is just the last part.
this is the second last, and there's one more part in the middle that will come.
No. Okay, I understand.
Okay, one more floor up.
I see you're not making the big part because you don't have much space.
I don't have much space, yeah. Now here
Because
again,
if I did it like you, I would have much more space that I have right now.
hmm.
And I could make the bigger part.
Now here again, we are going to draw those lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that we can draw this. Remember how we had drawn this?
Yes, the baby ones. Okay, I
Big
understand.
lines. And a similar roof going up. And but it comes on the inside over here like that. See, it does not come to.
Miss, this looks like fairy tale castle.
Yes, it is a fairy tale castle. See, that little thing sticks out. And I'm trying to join this line as if it's coming and joining here. Inside. So this little thing should stick outward. And again over here, we will make some lines.
Those lines that we did with the other one before.
Correct.
Finally, some lines inside lines inside lines.
Yes.
And I'm kind of sad because this one has no circles. It would be kind of cool if it had circles.
Okay, now in over here now, we're going to do some very nice designs. I want you to draw one rectangle, a tiny rectangle here. I want you to see this first. 3 rectangles like that upright. Okay, look, everyone look here. Then we will draw a slightly rounded shape like that. And then we are going to draw an arch inside it. See how much space I'm leaving. Because I'm going to draw something like this. See, it's a simple detail. First you draw the rectangles, then you draw these circles or ovals on top, and then you first draw the lower part of the arch and the top of the arch. I love making these kind of designs.
And Miss, they look like tiny doors for a balcony.
They do look like tiny doors.
For a balcony.
For a balcony, yes.
Because
Now we can do something similar over here also.
yeah, Miss, wait for me. I have just done one triangle. I mean rectangle.
So whenever you want to divide space evenly, always draw lines. So I'm going to draw a line right underneath here. Underneath here. These are already divided spaces. And from this, I'm going to make these are called scallops.
I see, Miss. You know your shapes.
I know my shapes. Yes, I do. And then you draw U shapes underneath this. See? Okay, I'll wait till everyone comes up to speed. Ragini, did you see this video last week?
I couldn't, but I just drew a light sketch of it, and
Okay,
I
not a
think
problem. So I'll tell you what, we have a video of this from last week, and you are also seeing this. You can make another picture where you can watch both the videos and make it again.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now I will make a line here. Everyone with me? Do you need me to wait? Okay. Now, right underneath these lines, see now how I'm going to make it. Wherever there's a gap between the lines, I'm going to make half a rectangle like that.
Just the bottom part is missing.
They are just the same size. They come up to the same point. Now above this, we will draw more doorways like that. Tiny doorways now. A double line. All these double lines make the building look very old. And above this, a small rectangle. See how beautiful it's looking now. Is everyone with me? All right, moving on. Now we have to build the center part. So we already have the rectangle made. Just somewhere over here, just below this maybe, we have to make 2 stories. So we'll make one line below. This is like one floor of a building. Okay, this is halfway through the rectangle.
Miss, mine won't be big like yours because I have this very tiny space.
So it's all within this. Don't make it above. See, it's all just over here.
Oh, okay.
And then on the side, now here I want to make it really narrow, but not too tall. So just here between these two, put your finger and see where is your center. And then from there, we will draw the roof. Coming down to both sides like that.
Miss, I wonder how many stories are in these castles.
I don't know. I think there must be lots of stories in these castles.
In Sweden, I have been to in the Sweden's National Day. There is a museum
Okay.
where there is like old time stuff from the 1800s. And I know a museum that is 3 Kronor Museum. Like it was free to enter.
Mm-hmm.
It took 600 years to build it.
600 years to build? My God.
Because in the middle of it, it burned down.
Oh my God. Okay.
So it's
That's
a very
the first
old
time.
building with ancient stuff.
Wonderful. Send us some pictures on the group, no?
Yeah, it was from the National Day. I think I didn't take any pictures, but I know it.
All right. Now, Safri, now I need to show you these things very quickly. So
Okay.
for a little while, don't interrupt, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now we have one big triangle on top. We have one space in the middle and one more space here and these two spaces in the side. And we have to fill this up. Now, right above this, we are going to make an arch. I hope the roof is right below this. I forgot to tell you. Oh, you know what? Let's do it the other way around. Let's start from the center of this. Let's make one more line just at the base, but don't draw it with pen. We are going to make 2 arches on either side like that. There are 2 windows and 1 circle window on top. So this is how I'm going to do it. I want you to see this, kids. Just see it first. First, I'm going to make the base of the windows. Then I'm going to make 2 arches. Now, if you can't do this, make 2 lines and then draw an arch above that. That's easier to make. And then I'm going to draw 1 line inside. And then this in the center like a bindi. Okay. You all want to draw this part? Kyra, Ayana, could you turn your videos on? Thank you. Good. All right. Okay. This way I can keep an eye on when you are done. Otherwise, I don't know, and then it just takes long. All right. Now, over here, if you have the space, we can make pillars like this, 3 pillars. So you start with making 4 lines, 4 pillars. So you make small or thin rectangles on either side of the center line. And then the same distance away, you make 2 more. And just like we made the pillars over here, then you put, this is called the capital of the pillar. This part that they put on top. And then between these, we will make the arches. Now we're very good at making arches, I'm sure. Now, if you have space, if you don't have space, don't do this thing. But if you do have space, here's one more feature you can do. And that is to make a shallow arch like that above all these. But only if you have the place, otherwise don't bother.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can I join you?
Mom, may I use the washroom?
Yeah, go ahead. Ah, okay. No, so don't make that big arch. This is nice. It's looking very nice. Everyone's castles are going to look beautiful.
This is what I need. Go down.
Now we can make similar such windows in the bottom. So Viraj, you have lots of space over here. So you can make 2 windows on this side like this. I'll show you. Just make on either side the same distance away, make 2 rectangles. And within which you can make these 2 windows, right? And you can make them like that. You start off with one rectangle in the middle. Because you have extra space, you might be able to make 2 and 2 more. Okay, so first make all the rectangles. 1. And keep checking that they are about the same distance away. And now this time you can make a different kind of arch also. So we can have just these 2 arches in the center. Okay. And then from the outside line to this outside line, we can make it like this. See? And then do the double line on the inside. So these kinds of shapes were very popular in olden times, so that the building would look very, very decorated.
This doesn't have to be decorated at once. Why does it have to be decorated?
Why doesn't it have to be decorated? I love decorated buildings. In fact, I'm making 2 more windows here also.
Doesn't have to.
So this is also one style of making buildings.
Do they still do these fairy tale castles?
What, Safi? I didn't
Do
understand.
they still do these fairy tale castles?
I don't think they're building castles like that anymore, because
They're building more modern castles.
but maybe some people are making their houses like that now. Okay, I'm gonna make these here also. I'm gonna make 3 windows. So first the pillars on either side of the center line. And maybe we can make a couple of windows this side also. Why not? So this is our center. I think by now all of you will be very good at making these windows. Oh, look, my center window has become a little fat. So I'm making a slightly different design. The center window is going to be big and the windows on the side are going to be slightly small. Now here's another thing that I can do.
Really pretty one. Ma'am,
I can also do something like that. See, I can change the design a little bit. See? This is a nice design.
pretty. It's actually really pretty.
See, already the castle is looking so pretty. Now on these roofs, okay, wait, I'm going to wait for everyone to finish their windows. There's too many windows. Tell me when you're done. Just give me a thumbs up.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I've made an extra line on the bottom and made a different design.
Okay, that's nice. That's good too. Very good. Now, all the places where it is looking blank, we can do something. Now, over here on the roofs, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it like a step. So I'm going to make this kind of a step design. We've done that over here. But how do I make it look even? So I'll start with this. I'll make a line here. Then I'll make a line in the middle of this space. And then in the middle of that, in the middle of that. So I'm going to make my steps, see, like that. One line in the center, one line over here, and at half, and then at half of both of these. And then I'm going to start my steps from above this. So this is how I'll come. I'll make it flat on top, one step down on both sides, and a little to the left on both sides. Come one step down and left. So it's good to make all these shapes together. And then bring the line straight down.
What should I make over here? It's looking very black.
What should you?
Make over here.
Let me just pin your picture and see. It's very blank. Oh, you haven't made this. You haven't made this. So you can make that. And then make some more of these windows. You can make, in fact, you can make one more line over here. And then make two more windows. You can choose now. So you can choose from these things, whatever you want. You can keep adding.
I need those. My hand is hurting because of them.
What?
There's so many windows. My hands are hurting because of them.
Your hands are hurting
Hurting.
from making all the rectangles. Mm. Don't worry, it's almost done now. So now any of these designs we can repeat. Like I can make one more line over here. I can repeat a window like that. Then I could also repeat this zigzag line. This also looks very nice, like a castle. I can do that here also. In fact, here maybe I can make a bigger line. And I could make it like this. Then I could make some rectangular windows. Here again, we can do the same thing like we made a roof over there. Draw some lines so that you can divide this space. And then starting with the first horizontal line in the center, just draw equal size steps coming down. Even if you don't draw those pencil lines, I'm sure you can draw this. Just make sure that they're even on both sides. Then that way it'll look like a nice decoration. And when you come towards the end, you can bring it straight down. And then what can we do to this? We could, well, I guess we could end it like that over here also. Now remember how we made these bricks? You could also make more bricks like that on this side. I love how these look at full buildings.
Is it optional because my hands are crooked? Yes,
Did
is
you
it
say
optional because my back is already back?
Safrin, do you say something to me?
Never mind.
I didn't get the thank you. Okay, now we have some blanks over here. What can we do here? Maybe. Okay, how about some arches like these? These are good arches. So right under this, I'm going to make a big arch like that. And the same on this side. Why not? Just straight underneath it. And this time, I can make the bricks on the outside. One of the best parts about these is you can also make these bricks go around the arch like that. I love these. These really look like old buildings. See? So again, start from the center. You make a slightly triangular brick or stone. And then you just keep turning it and bringing it down. Now we definitely need a line or a window inside this. So I'm going to make a window inside this. The single line edge is looking very frail.
Window inside the window.
Beautiful. Now these two are staircases. So here we will make long rectangles, one above the other, like this. Okay, they're on this side. And on this side, right next to these long rectangles. So when you want to draw something that's on at the same level, but across the page, you can do something like that. Hold a pencil so you know exactly how tall you have to make the next rectangle. At least you get an idea. Now, somewhere in the middle, we are going to lift this rectangle just up a little bit and make it like that. So see, it looks as if, does it look like this could be a staircase? And then you make the last one, which is higher. Look, isn't this a pretty design? And maybe a fourth one. No, never mind. So this one goes up a little bit, and then the next one, same thing, right above this. Now to make it look like we have nice thick bricks here, I'm going to make just a few lines that are curved like that and make bricks in that. 1, 2, 3. And you know how to make lines for bricks? You make them at alternate points. Now it's beginning to look very much like a castle, isn't it?
I think they didn't want to paint the bottom of the tiny arches because they were too big. They just keep it like that.
Now what we've not made over here are balconies. So I'm going to make one like this. Yeah. But again, if you don't have space, do not make this. So I'm essentially just making like pretty looking shapes. See, this is a balcony. I can make another window here. And I'm filling up the whole space with interesting shapes, but simple shapes also. Now I can erase this.
Do you mean
All right. Now, many of these castles have flags, especially if they are a fairy castle. So we have to make a pole. You can also make it like this. You just put a big circle, small circle, then put a line, and on that line put like a bead. Oh, you can't see it. Look at what I'm doing here. And another line and another turret. So this, then you can color it up, and this will make it look even taller. And then if you want, you can take it even higher, and we can make a flag. So how do these flags look? I'm going to show you. You draw one line like that. And wait. And draw another parallel line like that. Okay. Then you join these edges. This has become a flat line. Then from below it, you draw this S shape. And then from between this, you draw another line like that. Then it will look like a flag that is folding. I'm going to draw another one, so don't worry. I'll show you again. So how do we do this? On top of this, draw a small circle. Now this has to go straight up. So we first draw the line straight up. And then we draw different shapes in it.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm making a flag coming from some terrace which is behind that.
There is what coming from behind? Oh, okay. That's nice too. Wonderful. Okay, now look at this. So I'm going to show you a simple way of drawing this kind of flag. So first I'm going to draw the bottom part. Just look at this. First I'm going to draw this bottom line. So this is how I go. I make like a sleeping S shape. Okay. Now above this, I'm going to draw a shape that comes just on top of this. And I'm going to draw a line. And then drop my line and overlap and make the second line. And now what's going to happen here? Just take a line straight up. You want to try it? Sorry, what?
Can you design a big flag?
Yes, you can design your own flag. You can make your own big flag. And I'm making a third one over here. Now remember that all flags, if this is not an imaginary castle, will all fly in the same direction because the wind will be blowing in that direction, right? But if it's your imaginary world, and in that world, if anything is allowed, then your flag can fly wherever it wants to. And for those of you who don't have this part, don't draw the flag. It's okay. And we're done. So now a few things you can remember. You can paint. First is remove all the pencil lines, all our guidelines. And this castle is actually just red and white. So you can paint like the castle in the picture. You can paint a sky behind it and maybe green under it. And what you can also do is paint some of these windows dark or black. Then it'll look like it's a proper castle. You can paint the roofs green. Let me just do some of this for you so you can see how it looks. We still have 5 minutes, so I can do it. If you're going to paint the sky before you paint the roof. But I'm not going to paint the sky. I'm just going to take my red color. And this part is not red. Or I think I can make it red and orange together. It's a beautiful color. And I'm carefully going to paint some parts red. which is just this part. You don't have to paint if you want to use color pencils. I think that would be good too, because we've drawn so many tiny details that maybe painting might be a little difficult, but you might be able to use color pencils much better. And you can use a thinner brush than I'm using. I'm just used to painting a lot, so I can sometimes paint quite accurately. But use a brush that you're more comfortable with. So all these decorations that we've done, it's a good idea to not paint all over them. Leave those out, so then it makes the castle look so much more decorated. Otherwise, everything will get lost in that color. And many times these decorations, which are called moldings, are made in a cream or a white color so that they stand out like colorful buttons on a shirt. Now, those of you who like a colorful castle, if you want to paint the whole thing green and yellow and blue and purple and whatnot, please go ahead. Don't let your imagination be boring. I just love using few colors, but then that's just my opinion. So if the next time when you want to draw a castle, will you be able to draw it yourselves? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yes, very good. You feel confident now. Do you have any questions? Do you think you might have some difficulties?
Yeah, my difficulties are the designs.
Really? Weren't you able to make the designs?
Yeah, that's one of my uncomforts.
Your
To do.
uncomfortable areas. Okay, that's good to know. All right. So maybe do you think that if you practice making those designs, they might come easier next time? What do you think?
Maybe. And I don't want, I have done monsters before. And I did them with less detail because my hand was hurting. And the first monster I did was my first class ever.
I think we should make a window here also. It's looking too blank. Now this can be a little tough because we've got those bricks. So this is my trick. I'm first going to paint the rectangle. And then with a thin brush or just with the tip of the brush, I'm going to paint inside this. See, easily done. Let me show you on the other side. These little niches inside can be a little difficult. So don't draw them one by one. Paint the rectangle part first. Because
Yes, I like my castle one. Like
you like
more standing out. I like it. So is it okay if I don't draw it and just draw the sky?
Yeah. I thought you said you liked your castle. You don't like your castle?
I do like my castle, but I think it won't fit when I put color in it.
Okay, so you don't want to color it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that'll look nice. Black and white is also a very nice combination for a castle. Yes.
I forgot to wish you happy Friendship Day.
Oh, happy Friendship Day to all of you. Thank you.
Happy Friendship Day. Miss, should the class end now because it has been 1 hour.
Yes, you are right. I'm just quickly trying to finish this visit because I want to show you how it looks. But yes, those of you who want to leave, you can leave. And at some point, I will finish painting this castle and share it with you. Okay? Okay, any thoughts on what we're doing next week? We have some topics, right?
Senior, a cinema, cinema. We were going to do flash.
Flowers, yes, we can do flowers. Are we going to do flowers?
Or cinema roll.
We are doing flowers. So lotus, bluebells, and foxglove. Those are what we're going to do. Okay, Kyra, let's see. Kyra, could you share your picture on the group, please, Kyra? Okay, very nice. Abdul, it's looking lovely.
This is my results.
Oh my God. Everyone's castles are going to look awesome. I'm quite certain.
This is mine, Miss.
I think it's great. Oh my God, that's beautiful. So much detail. You've really done a lot of detail. Very nice.
That's why my hands were hurting.
Ah, very nice. Abdul, you made a new castle or a different castle? It's a different thing. Very nice. Good. All right. So next week we are going to make flowers. Okay. I'll see you next week then. Shall I end the session?
Sure.
Okay. Bye. Share your pictures on
Bye,
the
ma'am.
group so I can take a closer
Bye,
look.
ma'am.
Bye.